Jacob had always been fascinated by the occult, so when he stumbled upon an ancient tome in the dusty old bookstore on the edge of town, he knew he had to have it. The book was bound in rough leather and the pages were yellowed with age, but it was the title that caught his eye, The Monster of the Sewers. As he made his way home through the dimly lit streets of the 19th-century town, Jacob's mind was filled with excitement and trepidation. He knew that the book contained something dark and dangerous, something that he couldn't quite comprehend. As he sat down in his study and began to read, Jacob's fears were confirmed. The creature that lurked in the depths of the sewers was more than just a legend. It was real and it was hungry. The more Jacob read, the more his heart raced. He read of the creature's razor-sharp tentacles and its insatiable hunger for human flesh. He read of the destruction it had wrought and the terror it had caused. As the night wore on, Jacob became consumed by the book. He couldn't tear his eyes away from the pages, and he felt as though the creature was watching him, waiting for its chance to strike. As the first light of dawn began to pick through the curtains, Jacob closed the book and took a deep breath. He knew that what he had read was real, and that the creature was out there, somewhere, waiting. Jacob never forgot about the monster of the sewers. He would spend the rest of his days researching and studying, always searching for a way to defeat the creature that had haunted his nightmares. And even as he lay on his deathbed, he knew that the monster was still out there, waiting for its next victim to cross its path. As he opened the cover of the book, the pungent smell of old parchment hit him like a wave. The pages were yellowed with age and seemed to crinkle beneath his fingers as he flipped through them. He was immediately struck by the detailed illustrations of the creature he had encountered just the night before. It was depicted in all its gruesome glory, with its tentacles reaching out and its black, soulless eyes staring back at him from the page. As he read on, the words seemed to blur together, as if they were moving on their own. The author described the creature as an ancient entity, one that had existed long before humans roamed the earth. It was said to have been summoned by dark rituals and had been lurking in the shadows ever since, feeding on the fear and flesh of unsuspecting victims. The man couldn't help but shudder at the thought of what he had encountered the night before. He had thought it was just a nightmare, but now he realized that it was all too real. He continued to read on, feeling a sense of dread wash over him with each passing page. The more he learned about the creature, the more he feared it. As he reached the end of the book, he knew he had to destroy it. He couldn't let anyone else fall prey to the terror that lurked within its pages. But as he tried to tear the book apart, he found that it was indestructible. It was as if the creature had a hold over the book, ensuring that its secrets would remain hidden from the world. The man was left with a sense of helplessness, knowing that the creature was out there, somewhere, waiting for its next victim. He knew that he could never forget what he had learned from the book, but he also knew that he could never speak of it to anyone. For the rest of his life,